Floyd?
When you're the first, you always gonna get a lot of backlash.
In the words of Canelo Alvarez, get the fuck out of here, man. Floyd Mayweather, you was not the first one. The Filipino Flash Nonito Donaire, the 4th Division World Champion, walking Hall of Famer, he was the first one in history, the first fighter in history, 365 days, 24/7, to be randomly drug tested. He set the tone. All right? Look, Floyd Mayweather, yes, you talked about it a lot. You talked the talk, but Nonito Donaire walked the walk. So, this was published 2012 by ESPN. You know, I got to bring some clarification so y'all won't say that I'm capping like Floyd Mayweather. It reads, this is how Donaire, the first fighter to agree to random blood and urine testing, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, by the voluntary anti-doping agency, VADA. Envision the day-to-day existence for all fighters, whether inside of training camp or not. It's the Filipino fighter's way of giving back to a sport that has been so good to him, by progressively getting out in front of something he believes in. This is another credible publication, Boxing Scene. In June, Donaire made history by becoming the first fighter to comply with such a program in light of the recent scandals that have rocked the sport. Now, it's easy to be randomly drug tested on the upcoming fight, but to be randomly drug tested all year round, you on vacation with your family, they knocking on the door, they knocking on the hotel door. They coming to your suite. You could be in whatever country. Come on, y'all. Come on, Floyd. Don't try to take the credit and stuff like that. Of course, you created the awareness, but you really just wanted to be drug tested because of what you heard about Shane Mosley. Not what you heard about Shane Mosley, but of course, he tested positive for PEDs. And then Shane Mosley told you about Manny Pacquiao, that if you're gonna fight Manny Pacquiao, you better test them and stuff like that. So you did it for your own career, for your safety. But in reality, Nonito Donaire set the tone for the sport of boxing and everybody else to follow suit, to be drug tested randomly throughout the whole year. See, because look, you could be randomly drug tested in 6 weeks, 8 weeks, in preparation to a fight, for a fight. You know what I'm saying? But all year round, that's the test. That's what's hard. That's the sacrifice. That separates the real from you know what I'm saying? Look, and look, Floyd Mayweather said that he's PBC. Mayweather Promotions, PBC is one. Al Heyman himself is one. So why isn't everybody on PBC randomly tested all year round? Why don't you make that as a mandatory? If you want to be a PBC fighter, if you want to be under me, Floyd Mayweather, is Gervonta San Davis randomly tested all throughout the year? Is Earl Spence randomly tested all throughout the year? Is Keith Tom Thurman randomly tested all throughout the year? When he fought Manny Pacquiao, there was a test for VADA. Broner, there wasn't really tested for VADA. These guys is not tested all year round. They not no Nonito Donaire. You ain't set the tone. You ain't set the tone. Do you set the tone for PBC? Again, I'm not taking the credit away from Floyd Mayweather to bring awareness to it. But come on, yo. Now y'all know recently, Conor Ben got popped. Got popped dirty, tested dirty. For Cloverfield and his leader fight versus Chris Eubank Jr. Of course, everybody's talking about it out here and across the pond, especially. And it's a bummer because Conor Ben was a very exciting fighter on the come up, alongside with Virgil Ortiz and Bruce Ennis. And you still got the prime fighters like Bud Crawford and Earl True Spence, pound for pound caliber fighters. Keith Tom Thurman's still there. Stanionis, all guys are still there. And it's a bummer. It's a bummer. But if Conor Ben would have done what Nonito Donaire did in his career and get enrolled into the year-round, program, then he would have shown the VADA testing all year round. If he feels like there was a mistake in the testing and things of that nature, if he would have been enrolled in the all year round testing with VADA, he could have pulled that exam out and then he would have cleared his name. But that's what happens. So all fighters, man, do what Nonito Donaire did. Just don't be tested coming up to a fight. You know, it's a dangerous sport, and you got to understand that. You know, you know this better than everybody else. You want everybody else to be clean. I don't think that randomly being tested for 8 weeks, 6 weeks is enough, because these guys could cycle off by the time they prepare for the fight. They already did say they could go into mini training camp and do what they got to do and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, man, I think that every fighter should be randomly tested all year round, especially in a sport like this where you could take somebody's life or they could take your life. So let me know what y'all think, man. Floyd Mayweather, stop it, man. You don't gotta get credit for everything, man. You got a lot of credit for your career. Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest fighters that ever laced them up. All credit, great career, legendary career. But you don't gotta get credit for everything. And we gotta talk about this later on the live. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that he's Al Heyman. Al Heyman and him is one, like a couple. So a lot of people was blaming PBC, Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza. Shit, if Floyd Mayweather is saying that he is one, that he is Al Heyman, and Mayweather Promotion is PBC, PBC is Mayweather Promotions, why don't Floyd Mayweather get the blame? Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about that tonight on my live.